earlier today. The Ascent Flight Control team on console in this room, led by Flight Director Norm Knight. Seated to Knight's left, the Weather Flight Director Richard Jones. And then to Knight's right, the spacecraft communicator astronaut Jim Dutton, calling up the milestones to Commander Steve Frick and his crew as they completed a successful launch today. That took place at 1:45 p.m. Central Time. And now we've got a live view out across the forward end of Atlantis' payload bay, with the orbiter docking system in the view in the lower right portion of the frame. Atlantis is 152 statute miles above the central Pacific Ocean, just a minute away now from crossing the equator to begin the fourth orbit of this mission. Current course will take Atlantis across the northern Pacific and in the vicinity of the Hawaiian Islands, then across the coast of North America near the Washington-Oregon border. They'll then overfly southern Canada, finishing up over the maritime provinces and back out over the Atlantic Ocean. The International Space Station is currently above southern Africa, and the crew on board is inside an hour and a half from their the scheduled start of their sleep time. Expedition 16 Commander Peggy Whitson, flight engineers Yuri Malenchika and Dan Tani, who got a chance to watch today's launch. Also, earlier in the day, received a new shipment of supplies, a new Progress vehicle, docked to the International Space Station at 8:30 Houston time this morning. So all systems are in good shape on board the International Space Station as well, as that crew works toward the scheduled Saturday arrival of Atlantis. Atlantis carrying the Columbus Laboratory module, the cornerstone of the European Space Agency's hardware contribution to the International Space Station, as well as the arrival of a new crew member. European Space Agency astronaut Leopold Aerts, who's a general in the French Air Force.
Hey Houston, if you're ready, we'll put on-orbit init in work if PDRS is ready.
We are ready for on-orbit init.
Okay, here it comes.
Leopold Aerts, currently Mission Specialist 5 on board the Space Shuttle Atlantis crew, will take over on board the International Space Station for astronaut Dan Tani. Tani has been at the International Space Station since his arrival on board the last Space Shuttle mission 108 days ago. And Tani will return home with Commander Steve Frick and his crew in about a week and a half's time. Camera in the forward portion of the shuttle payload bay on the port side, now focusing in on the shoulder of the Space Shuttle's robotic arm. And